Rivian R1T. The automotive industry has always been shaped by pioneers, risk-takers, and visionaries who dared to push boundaries and reimagine what a vehicle could be. Over the past century, we have seen cars evolve from simple machines with modest capabilities into complex marvels of engineering that combine performance, comfort, technology, and style. But now, we are standing at the threshold of a new era, one that is defined by the transition to electric mobility. In this rapidly changing landscape, some brands have stepped up to lead the charge, and one of the most intriguing names among them is Rivian. And perhaps no vehicle better represents this company's vision than the Rivian R1T, an all-electric pickup truck that is rewriting the rules of what trucks can be. Today, we'll take a deep dive into this groundbreaking machine, exploring not just its specifications and features, but also its cultural significance, its impact on the electric vehicle market, and the way it challenges long-held assumptions about pickups. When you first look at the Rivian R1T, the design immediately stands out. Unlike traditional trucks that often feature aggressive lines, bold grilles, and oversized proportions, the R1T blends rugged utility with a modern, futuristic aesthetic. Its front end is instantly recognizable thanks to its unique light bar that stretches across the width of the truck, paired with oval-shaped headlights that Rivian calls stadium lights. This design choice gives the truck a friendly yet commanding presence, setting it apart in a segment where visual toughness usually dominates. It manages to look sleek and approachable while still conveying durability and strength. In many ways, it signals that this is not just another pickup, it is something entirely new, something that doesn't have to conform to the traditions of the past. Of course, beneath its eye-catching design, the Rivian R1T is first and foremost a serious electric vehicle. Rivian developed the R1T with adventure in mind, and that philosophy is deeply ingrained in every aspect of its engineering. The truck is built on what Rivian calls a skateboard platform, which houses the battery pack, the electric motors, and the suspension system all in a flat architecture beneath the vehicle. This design not only optimizes interior space and storage but also provides a low center of gravity, which significantly improves handling and stability. For a pickup truck, which is often used in challenging off-road environments or while towing heavy loads, this kind of stability is crucial. The R1T comes with multiple battery options, including a large 135 kWh pack that delivers an impressive driving range of over 300 miles on a single charge, with future options pushing that figure even higher. Range anxiety has long been a major concern for electric vehicles, especially in the truck segment where long-distance travel is common. Rivian addressed this concern by focusing on both battery capacity and efficiency, ensuring that the R1T is not just practical for urban commuting but also viable for extended road trips and wilderness expeditions. And when it comes to charging, the R1T supports fast charging that can add up to 140 miles of range in just 20 minutes, which makes recharging during trips far more convenient. But performance is where the Rivian R1T truly shines. Each wheel is powered by its own electric motor, giving the truck true quad-motor all-wheel drive. This setup allows for an extraordinary degree of control, with the ability to send power to individual wheels as needed. The result is staggering capability both on and off-road. The R1T can sprint from 0 to 60 miles per hour in around 3 seconds, a number that would embarrass many sports cars, let alone full-size pickup trucks. At the same time, this power translates into real-world utility, with the R1T offering a towing capacity of up to 11,000 pounds and a payload capacity of around 1,760 pounds. For those who rely on their trucks for heavy work, these numbers are not just impressive, they are essential. Off-road enthusiasts will also appreciate the Rivian R1T's advanced suspension system, which uses an adaptive air suspension capable of adjusting the ride height from as low as 8 inches to as high as 14 inches. This means the truck can easily adapt to different driving conditions, from highway cruising to rock crawling. Combined with its quad-motor setup, the R1T can handle steep inclines, water fording up to 3 feet, and rugged terrain that would challenge even the most traditional off-road machines. It is no exaggeration to say that Rivian has built one of the most capable off-road trucks on the market, electric or otherwise. Utility doesn't stop with performance. The R1T also reimagines storage in clever and practical ways. Since it doesn't have a traditional engine under the hood, the truck features a spacious front trunk, or frunk, that offers secure and weatherproof storage for gear. But perhaps the most innovative feature is the gear tunnel, a storage compartment that runs the width of the truck between the cab and the bed. This tunnel is accessible from both sides of the vehicle and provides ample space for items like skis, camping gear, or tools. It is a perfect example of Rivian thinking outside the box, addressing the real needs of adventurous drivers who require flexibility and functionality. Inside, the Rivian R1T delivers a premium experience that rivals luxury vehicles. The cabin is minimalist yet warm, with sustainable materials and high-quality finishes throughout. A large central touchscreen controls most of the vehicle's functions, supported by a fully digital driver display. Rivian's user interface is designed to be intuitive and engaging, with an emphasis on adventure-focused features such as route planning that incorporates charging stations and even off-road trails. The interior also offers plenty of space for passengers, with thoughtful details like under-seat storage and removable Bluetooth speakers that can double as camp accessories. Every element has been considered with both comfort and utility in mind. Another important part of the Rivian R1T experience is software. Rivian has committed to providing over-the-air updates, which means that the truck will continue to evolve and improve long after it leaves the factory. Whether it's enhancing performance, adding new features, or refining the interface, these updates ensure that owners always have access to the latest innovations. This approach has become a defining feature of modern electric vehicles, pioneered by Tesla, and Rivian is adopting it to great effect. But beyond the technology, numbers, and features, the Rivian R1T represents something bigger, a cultural shift in how people think about trucks. For decades, pickups have been associated with raw power, ruggedness, and a kind of uncompromising toughness that often came at the expense of efficiency or sustainability. Rivian is challenging that stereotype by proving that a truck can be both powerful and environmentally conscious, both rugged and refined, both capable and forward-thinking. It is an attempt to merge the best of both worlds, traditional utility and modern sustainability. The R1T also speaks to a broader audience than traditional trucks. Rivian's target market is not just contractors or farmers but also outdoor enthusiasts, adventurers, and families who want a vehicle that can take them anywhere while leaving a lighter footprint on the planet. In that sense, the R1T is not just a truck, it is a lifestyle vehicle, one that invites its owners to explore, to travel, and to embrace experiences beyond the pavement. This positioning has resonated with a new generation of buyers who see vehicles not just as tools but as enablers of a broader lifestyle. Rivian as a company has also generated excitement because of its bold vision and its backing by major players like Amazon and Ford. These partnerships have provided Rivian with the resources and credibility needed to compete in an industry dominated by established giants. Yet Rivian has managed to maintain its identity as a scrappy, innovative startup with a clear mission. The R1T was the company's first production vehicle, and launching with a pickup was a daring choice. In a segment where customer loyalty is deeply entrenched, breaking in with an electric alternative was always going to be a challenge. But Rivian's approach of combining performance, innovation, and adventure has given it a unique identity and a competitive edge. The R1T's impact extends beyond consumers, it also influences the broader automotive market. Traditional automakers have been forced to take notice of Rivian's achievements, and we are now seeing a wave of electric trucks from companies like Ford, General Motors, and Tesla. In many ways, Rivian helped prove that there is real demand for electric pickups, paving the way for greater adoption of electric mobility in this important segment. Of course, no discussion of the Rivian R1T would be complete without addressing some of the challenges. Like all startups, Rivian has faced hurdles in scaling production, managing costs, and meeting demand. Supply chain issues, global economic pressures, and the inherent complexities of manufacturing vehicles at scale have tested the company's resilience. Some customers have faced long waits for their trucks, and questions remain about how Rivian will handle mass market adoption. But despite these challenges, Rivian has managed to deliver a product that has been widely praised by critics and customers alike, establishing itself as a serious contender in the EV space. The Rivian R1T is not just about transportation, it is about transformation. It transforms the idea of what a truck can be, transforms the relationship between people and their vehicles, and transforms the broader conversation about sustainability and performance. It represents a step toward a future where electric vehicles are not just compromises but are in fact superior to their gasoline-powered predecessors in almost every way. And when you step back and think about the bigger picture, the Rivian R1T is more than just a truck, it is a symbol of possibility. It shows that even in a market as traditional and entrenched as pickup trucks, innovation can flourish. It demonstrates that consumers are ready for change, that they are eager for vehicles that reflect their values and aspirations. And it reminds us that the future of mobility is not something distant, it is already here, rolling down the road in the form of a sleek, powerful, all-electric pickup that dares to be different. The Rivian R1T also sets itself apart in the way it blends capability with personality. Most trucks are defined primarily by their numbers, towing capacity, horsepower, torque, payload, but the R1T goes further by creating a sense of identity that resonates with drivers. It is designed not just as a workhorse but as a partner for exploration. Small touches, like the built-in air compressor in the bed for inflating tires or gear, or the optional camp kitchen that slides out of the gear tunnel, show Rivian's focus on the lifestyle aspect of truck ownership. These features might seem niche at first, but they reflect a deep understanding of the customer base Rivian is trying to attract, people who see their truck as a gateway to adventure rather than just a daily tool. Another fascinating part of the Rivian R1T story is its environmental ethos. Electric vehicles are often framed as solutions to climate change, but Rivian pushes this narrative further by aligning itself with sustainability on multiple levels. The company has expressed commitments to renewable energy, sustainable manufacturing, and eco-friendly materials inside the cabin. Even the way the truck encourages outdoor exploration is framed in harmony with nature. Go out, enjoy the world, and do it with a vehicle that reduces your carbon footprint. That kind of storytelling adds an emotional layer to the R1T that strengthens the bond between brand and owner. It's also worth pointing out how the Rivian R1T fits into the broader EV charging ecosystem. Rivian has been working on building its own adventure network of fast chargers, strategically located near highways and outdoor destinations like national parks. Unlike most charging networks that prioritize city driving, Rivian's network is designed with exploration in mind, enabling long-distance travel to places where people actually want to take their trucks. This is a strategic move that directly complements the vehicle's personality, and it's another example of how Rivian thinks differently from both traditional automakers and other EV startups. From a driver's perspective, the R1T also offers a sense of calm and refinement that is unusual for a pickup. Electric motors deliver their power instantly and silently, and Rivian has tuned the driving experience to balance thrill with serenity. On highways, it glides smoothly with minimal noise, while on trails it can crawl over obstacles with precise control. That dual nature, powerful yet quiet, rugged yet refined, is part of what makes the R1T feel so special. It's not just a truck that you use, it's a truck you connect with, a machine that adapts to whatever role you need it to play. Looking at the bigger picture, the Rivian R1T is still at the beginning of its journey. As Rivian grows, we can expect future updates, more accessories, and perhaps even refinements in range and performance. But what's already clear is that the R1T has cemented itself as a landmark in automotive history. Years from now, when people look back at the transition to electric trucks, the R1T will be remembered as one of the pioneers that made it possible. It didn't just join the conversation, it helped shape it, proving that electric adventure is not a dream of tomorrow but a reality of today.